it's Louise with Louise McKay Art, and I'm back after a lot of activity. We had my son's wedding last Saturday, and then we went to North Carolina and just got back yesterday to see how our house is coming along. And now I'm ready to get back at it. Now, my whole art room had been dismantled, so I'm trying to put things back together. I had to find things, reassemble things, so it's been a little bit fun and crazy. I also want to say thank you to all the subscribers and the new subscribers for joining me, and hopefully I will not disappoint. But I'm in for some real exciting stuff here because I'm going to do something today that I have not yet done. And it has to do with the commission piece that I've gotten and the pieces that I sold just the last couple weeks. A guy wants me to make him a galaxy type pour or a nebula pour. And I've never officially done one before, although I'm certain I can do it. I've been toying with the different ideas of what types of techniques to use. I was fluctuating back and forth between an open cup and a flip cup and a dirty pour. And I think what I've settled on is trying a dirty pour flip cup. So we'll see what happens. What I've got for my lineup, and I've got a lot to talk about here. I've got a black base. Now, all of my paints right now are mixed with 2 parts Floetrol and 1 part Liquitex Gloss pouring medium. And then I have about 1.5 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint, about, and then adding water to consistency depending on the thickness of the paint. So what I have here to get this effect, hopefully, I've got a zinc white and a pearl white. Now the zinc white is a transparent color, and I'm hoping that the pearls will pop through and the transparency of the white that's in it will make everything look a little bit more shimmery. So we'll see how that works. I've got Deco Art Aquamarine combined with Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue here. I've got a combination Naples Yellow from 2 different brands. I've got Metallic Blue and Arteza's Pearl Sapphire. I have Artist Loft's Metallic Blue and a Bordeaux from Arteza. And then in this white, I have a satin enamel in this. I have about, I don't know, 20% satin enamel. And then I have Artist Loft white in here. And the whole idea, and then in this one I have black, which is a satin enamel black by Deco Art. And I have also another Deco Art color. It's their Enchanted Black. What I'm doing with these 2 satin enamels is I'm probably going to dirty pour them into the cup that I put together and hope that I'm going to see if it's going to have any kind of interaction with the paints to cause kind of a puffy or cloudy effect for the outer space look. This here I have an aqua color from Artmind, and last but not least in the lineup here is a Liquitex dioxane purple and Prussian blue. So I know I went over a lot right here, but that's the lineup. The thinking here is I'm going to lay a black, paint the black sides on this canvas. It's a 14 by 18. I'm expecting to need about 8 ounces of paint. So I'm going to have this cup here. It's a 8-ounce cup. I'll probably fill it up 6.5, 7 ounces, and I'll let the rest of this be black, and because I want to have negative space on this piece. So the reason why I'm using a 14 by 18 here, these are my test colors I'm going to work with. The canvas I'm actually going to be creating this commission on is a 24 by 36, which is definitely the largest canvas I've ever worked on. But the thought process here is like I did with my swipes when I had that commission. I worked on a canvas that was dimensionally half the size, and then I'm going to explode it out to the size I need. So this is 14 by 18. The canvas I'm going to be working on ultimately is 24 by 36, so it's roughly half the size. So in this canvas I need about 11 ounces. For the larger canvas I'm going to need roughly 4 times that. So I'll probably end up with 38 ounces on that canvas. So this is practice. This is to see if these colors work together, how they work together, if I want to add something, subtract something, and or scrap the whole idea and go with something different. I also have, as a part of the plan, my Berta, in case I want to blow anything out to get more of a wispy look. And I don't know about you guys, but I do watch How the Universe Works. I love that program. And it is just the most humbling and ground tethering program I watch, because it's so, you know, it just shows our roots, despite the fact that we're just human beings on this planet. It just shows that there's so much more to this world. We're just a tiny piece of it. So I am honored to do this piece in honor of the universe. And anyway, thanks for joining me. And let me get this thing started, because I've been rambling on for way too long. All right, I'll get you down. Okay. Here we go. I'll tell you what, man, the trip to North Carolina, holy cow. Oh my God, I just love being out in the woods. I am definitely a mountain girl. I love it, love it, love it. Cannot wait to be there. All right, everybody, so I'm gonna save time here by double timing through this part. I did switch to the Artist Loft straight out of the can to get a solid black to lay on the corners, just to prepare the corners and edges with solid color. What I've got here, I'm showing the consistency of the paint, which basically is run off the stick, little mound, then straight into the can. That was the cloud black I put in there. This is the metallic blue. And the next color I've got here is that Cobalt Blue by Artist Loft. Then I'm going to my Pearl and Zinc White. This is the red, combination of the Bordeaux and metallic red. And next up I've got the Dioxane Purple and Prussian Blue combo. And then I have my Aqua, Antique Aqua by Artmind. And then my Naples Yellow combination. I think it's Artist Loft and Arteza. Then I bombs away the cloud mixture with the white. That's Artist Loft white and cloud mixture. That was the cloud black. Then I'm back to the metallic blue, the dioxane purple, and getting near the top of the cup. I know I mentioned it's an 8-ounce cup again. That's the pearl. And last is the metallic cobalt blue. Now, let's see how I'm gonna do this. You gotta get this thing flipped. Oops, no, that was not in the plan. All right, here we go. I'm actually laughing at myself in this comedy of errors trying to get this cup flipped. What am I gonna do on a 2 by 3 foot canvas? Oh my gosh. This is not something I normally do. There we go. Now, I'm gonna put some paint around it. Should have plenty of base here. Plus I've got my extra over here. So let me prepare that. Tell you what, when I broke down this art studio, or if you want to call it a studio, my art room, sunroom, man, it was kind of crazy getting everything out in the garage. And I was pretty organized, I thought, until I got back. This is the fun part. I've got like suction going on here. So what I'm trying to do here is insert a push pin that will allow air into the cup and allow airflow to push the paint down into the canvas. Keep that there for a second. This cup is not the most cooperative. I don't know if you can see it. It's already starting to come out. Okay. As soon as I release the air, it'll start to flow. I'm gonna get this one out too. I'm lifting up ever so gently to try to encourage the paint to flow to the bottom left side of the camera here. I want it to go in that direction as well. I think it's going. This is cool. Cool, cool, cool. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, let it just go. So I'm picking up the pace here, but you can see what I'm doing. The trouble is, this is a chintzy cup, very thin plastic. So as soon as I laid it down on the canvas, it kind of suctioned in. And then when I put the push pins in, it didn't want to release the paint. So I'm really trying to get this thing to start moving and release the paint without me just lifting the cup up entirely and letting it just spill out. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to keep the holes open from the paint and help the paint maneuver out of the cup. All right, that's interesting. Torch. I've got to get used to where everything is now because I'm so discombobulated. Here, that's where I'm going to put it. All right, let's just give this some time. Got a lot of blue and purple. Little red giants in there. Okay. This looks interesting. It's got potential. Still air bubbles. All right. Let's give it a little torch. Let's move this around a little bit and see where we go. And I don't want everything to roll over top each other, so as we stretch, I'm going to add more paint if needed. So I'm going to pick up the pace as I tilt. Just one thing to note is that as you tilt and the composition starts to roll to the edge, you want to make sure, at least I did, I wanted to make sure I put down some more flow paint, base paint, so that the composition didn't roll on top of each other. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'll do that on the other side as well. And then I'll be quiet while you watch me tilt. So one thing, of course, that you should do before, at least I do, before I start painting with a new set of paint is I do test the consistency and I run a drip test. And that helps so that as your paint starts to spread and as you tilt, no one paint is running any faster than the other and causing a compositional problem. So what I'm noticing here is that crazy metallic cobalt blue forming there and that red. Those cells are like insane. So I want to tilt some of that off because it's just way too much. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay, let's just take a look at this for a minute. So I had let a couple minutes pass there to see what was going to happen and if I was going to do anything else. And basically, I'm pretty happy with this. So now it's just a matter of cleaning up my corners, making sure I stop any paint from pulling off the edges, and giving this a wrap. After cleaning my edges, I take about 2 minutes and just take a real hard look at it. I'm going to cut that section out. All right, everybody, so you can pretty much see where we are, but let me just give you the close-up here for a second. There, you can see it, I hope. It's pretty cool. I'm just gonna let this develop. I don't want to touch it. I like what's going on. I do think I want to back off a little bit. We'll see what the client says. This is the cool thing about making something like this, is that you can give it to somebody and say, what do you think? Do you like this? Do you like that? It's like a real estate agent showing people houses. I'm not so sure about that solid red in the turquoise. I think those metallics are playing too hard, and but we'll see. We'll see what he says. But this is really growing on me, and I almost have like built-in stars just by hitting it with a torch. I think I need titanium white in here. I think I do, and I have titanium white made. I just didn't put it on. We'll see how this develops. This is really interesting. So everybody, appreciate you stopping by, and I'll edit this down as we go. Very cool. So these are the dry results, and I am really happy with how nice and crisp and bright and vibrant this turned out. It's as vibrant as it was when it was fully wet. So the client was happy, I'm happy, and I can't wait to get making more. And if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please hit the like button and share. And if you haven't already, please subscribe I'd really like to earn 1,000 subscribers before I get to Asheville, North Carolina. All right, everybody, take care now. See you next time.